Join us for our trip to São Paulo in Brazil. So the first place we went to São Paulo was an espetinho bar. Espetinho means skewer, and they sell skewers by individual units, so you can buy cheese, meat, and even sweet skewers. This is James having a queijo coalho skewer, which is a special cheese only in Brazil, and it's delicious. This is my aunt mixing a caipirinha, which is a traditional drink here in Brazil, and it's made with cachaça, sugar, and some kind of fruit. The next day, we went to the Ibirapuera Park, and on the way there, we actually caught a little organic fair. And we found some cool stuff there.
So I'm trying sugarcane juice. It's really good. It's like water, but very sugary, and it's got a little bit of a vegetable flavor to it, but it's really, really good.
Caldo de cana. Then we actually made it to the Ibirapuera Park, and we walked around there for a while. Ibirapuera Park is an urban park in São Paulo, much like Central Park in New York City, and it's huge. It has 158 hectares, and it is the most visited park in South America with 14.4 million visits in 2017. Imagine now. So we went with my cousin André, and we visited a lot of places there.
Oi, tudo bem?
Oi.
A gente está aqui no pavilhão japonês no Ibirapuera.
Today we're at a Japanese pavilion.
I will show you around.
So this Japanese pavilion is something that was built recently in the Ibirapuera Park, and it shows a lot of the Japanese culture. So there's like that little art exhibition that I just showed. There's a beautiful Japanese garden with Japanese inspired trees and seats, and then there's also a koi pond that I'm going to show you in a moment. And this was actually built in collaboration between the government of Japan and the government of Brazil. And for those of you who don't know, the São Paulo is actually the place that has the most amount of Japanese people outside of Japan. So huge Japanese population in the city, a lot of Japanese influence everywhere, Japanese cuisine, Japanese architecture, and this is just showing basically a traditional Japanese house. And this Ibirapuera Park used to be a public park, so everything that you went to do there was free, but now it's been privatized, so I did have to pay a little entrance fee of about $10 each person to go in there. But I think it's worth it. If you like Japanese culture, I think it's a really good way to spend your time, and it's really relaxing. Then after that, we went to have lunch together with my cousin.
Oi!
Oi.
Hi, we're trying acarajé here, which is a typical food from Bahia in the northeast of Brazil. Show them, James. It's a bean cake with vegetables, a lot of vegetable stews, and dried shrimp for me. Give it a try. É bom, James?
10 out of 10.
Muito bom.
Tá ótimo. It's great.
Tá bom.
Hey, this is Jus Guana. I love this. It's a guaraná that's special to the northeast region of Brazil. It's the most popular drink there. It's so good. It tastes like bubblegum. Like the bubblegum they use at the dentist's office for the toothpaste. That's just so good that you remember as a kid. Tastes exactly like that drink. It's amazing.
Then we got to spend some time with my dad's side of the family. Here we're holding the Palmeiras flag, which is a Brazilian São Paulo football team. I don't necessarily root for them, but whatever, I support my family. And it was just really nice to see all the kids of the family and everything that I haven't met in a long time. Some of them I never met, so it was really nice. I loved going there. And then we went to Beco do Batman just to check it out. This place is located in Vila Madalena, São Paulo, which is an area known for its bars and its young people scene. And Beco do Batman is a place where people do a lot of their art. They also sell art there in these little stalls, and it has a lot of graffiti and just street art. It shows a lot of the culture of São Paulo, and it really has a lot of also graffiti of the DC comics, like Batman and things like that. It's cared for by community members, and it's just a nice place to visit if you like art. Then we went to Sorocaba after São Paulo, and this is us at the Sorocaba Botanical Gardens. And Sorocaba is where my parents live, so we spent some time with them there. We went to this little festival that was happening there with my parents. And I'm going to explain it to you a little bit more when we get there.
Which is a place full of meats and also some cheese for James. Let's go see what we're gonna have tonight. Come with us.
As you can see, there's a lot of meat in this festival. It was pretty much a festival of barbecue. So they had pork, they had beef, they had chicken, everything. And this is just goes to show you how much Brazilian people like to eat meat. It's a big part of the culture. It's very important. They eat meat pretty much with lunch and dinner. So if you're a vegetarian, you can definitely find things to eat in Brazil. There's a lot of cheese as well, but you will be smelling a lot of meat being made. So just so you know. And they had all these stalls here. They even had juice. They had pastel, which is a typical pastry of Brazil that James is going to show you in a little bit. And it was just playing a lot of music. By this time it was pretty empty, but afterwards it got really, really full. So I think it was a big hit. This is my mom saying that she was gonna eat the pork. And then a lot of typical Brazilian meals like chicharrones, which is called torresmo. And then all these different,
Papa, what are you having?
Rump steak and hamburger.
And you?
Yeah.
Bacon?
Bacon?
Caramelized onions? And cheese. James, what are you having?
I'm having a pastel with just a pastry with, it's got mozzarella and arugula and dried tomatoes.
And I'm just having a plain old burger. Yum.
Let's see that bite.
What are you having?
This is a 2-cheese burger, essentially.
Queijo coalho e mussarela.
For those of you who haven't had it, queijo coalho, best cheese.
Then on another day we went to Padaria Real, which is a really, really good bakery here in Sorocaba. And it's a bakery, but it's also a restaurant, and they also sell pizzas and sandwiches and all kinds of things. So they got everything in there. And we went there specifically for the coxinhas, which is a pastry it's a fried pastry with chicken inside, traditionally, which is delicious, and they have the best one in Brazil, I would say, that I've had.
best coxinha in Brazil.
So we had a great time there. James got to have a mushroom coxinha, which was really nice. And that's it for now. Stay tuned for part 2 of our Brazil trip. Bye!